Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're getting into something really significant. China's perspective on global AI governance and, well, building AI capacity worldwide.
Yeah, and our main source for this is that recent speech by Deputy Foreign Minister Ma Zhaoxu. He gave it at Singularity University just this past May.
Right, at the second workshop on AI capacity building.
Exactly. And it couldn't be more timely, really. Like
Yeah.
the deputy minister said, we're in this era of profound changes unseen in a century. Lots of global deficits, peace, development, security.
Governance, too. Big challenges.
Big challenges. And right in the mix is AI. I mean, it's this huge driving force in technology, changing industries.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just, another gadget. It's transformative.
Yeah.
But that kind of power, it naturally raises massive questions. How do we develop it, use it, govern it internationally?
Which brings us straight to President Xi Jinping's Global AI Governance Initiative from 2023. Deputy Minister Ma really highlighted that as China's contribution to the whole conversation.
Okay, so our mission today for this deep dive is really to unpack that initiative.
Yeah, unpack the key ideas, the proposals, and get a clearer picture of China's sort of broader vision for AI's future, both development and governance.
We want to give you a solid handle on their perspective, fast but thorough.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's dive right in. What are the core principles of this global AI governance initiative? What did Mazaksu lay out?
Okay, so there are several key pillars. The first, and maybe the main one, is what they call a people-centered approach.
People-centered, meaning?
Meaning AI should be developed for good. Its main purpose has to be enhancing well-being, serving economic and social progress. Simple as that. Well, sort of.
Okay, AI for good.
And tied right into that is preventing misuse, stopping malicious use of these technologies. That's a big emphasis.
That makes sense. Focusing on the human benefit and preventing harm. Seems like a universal goal, doesn't it?
It does. Another core idea is developing trustworthy AI technologies that can be monitored and traced.
Traceable and monitorable. So transparency and accountability.
Exactly. Knowing how these things work, at least to some degree. And they also stress improving laws, regulations, rules, the whole framework to make sure AI stays under human control.
Keeping humans in the driver's seat, always.
That seems to be the message.
Now, you mentioned China's perspective has this significant global dimension too, right? Not just about the tech itself.
Oh, absolutely. A huge part of the initiative is about enhancing the representation, the voice of developing countries in global AI governance.
Giving them a seat at the table?
More than just a seat. They're calling for equal rights, equal opportunities, and equal rules for all countries. That applies to both developing AI and governing it.
That's a pretty strong statement, especially given, where AI development is concentrated right now.
It really pushes back against the idea that AI governance should just be decided by a few tech-heavy nations.
Okay. What else on the global front?
Well, they strongly support coordination within the UN framework, using the UN to tackle the big international AI questions.
So a multilateral approach.
Yes. Building open, fair, and efficient governing mechanisms together through international cooperation. That's the vision.
Interesting. So a globally coordinated effort, ideally under the UN. Now, beyond these principles for the world, how is China itself engaging with this AI transformation? What are they doing at home?
Right. Deputy Minister Ma was clear they're not just talking the talk.
Yeah.
They're actively promoting AI tech innovation, building up the AI industry, and pushing for AI applications across their own economy and society.
So investing heavily.
Definitely.
Okay.
And he also mentioned they're working hard on establishing and, improving their own domestic rules and systems for AI regulation.
Okay, so building their own framework alongside proposing a global one. Let's dig into some of those specific thoughts Ma Zhaoxu shared. He talked about a commitment to innovation and openness. What did that involve?
He framed AI as the crystallization of humanity's collective wisdom, which, suggests it's something built on shared knowledge, something that should be shared.
A collective endeavor.
Kind of. And he gave a specific example, DeepSeek. It's a large AI model from a Chinese company. He highlighted its open source nature, its low cost, and its high performance.
Open source, meaning the code is available for others.
Generally, yeah. Available to use, study, change, share. He presented it as a sort of new paradigm, a way AI development could happen more globally.
That's an interesting example to put forward, especially an open source one from China.
It fits with their stated commitment to working with other countries. Joint research, driving innovation together, expanding how AI is used, and ultimately trying to unlock bigger benefits for more people.
Okay. Then there was the commitment to fairness and universal benefit. This feels really critical given the potential for AI to, well, widen the gap between rich and poor nations.
Absolutely critical. Ma Zongsu put it very directly. AI is a common asset of mankind. It shouldn't be exclusive to wealthy nations.
A common asset.
Yeah. And he warned against what he called digital dividends, turning into digital hegemony.
Digital hegemony, like a few players dominating everything.
That seems to be the concern, that the AI revolution could actually widen the intelligent gap instead of closing it. A strong warning.
Okay, so that's the warning. What about the solutions they propose for fairness?
Well, the solution, as he laid it out, requires everyone working together, fostering an open, fair, non-discriminatory environment for AI.
Ow.
A big part is actively helping developing countries build their own AI capacity, supporting them, and also making AI services accessible, low-threshold services for smaller businesses, for the public, to spread the benefits.
So democratization of AI, in a sense, making sure it's not just for the giants?
That seems to be the goal. Avoid concentration, spread the advantages.
Got it. The third commitment was cooperative governance. How does China see that working practically?
Ma Zongsu stressed that AI brings both amazing opportunities and, well, real challenges.
Yeah.
Risks. And you can't tackle those alone. It needs joint efforts.
Balancing the good and the bad.
Right. Equal emphasis on development and security. And a key part of this is finding more alignment between countries, coordination on development strategies, on governance rules, even on technical standards.
So agreeing on the rules of the road, basically, not just building the cars.
Precisely. And he mentioned China's readiness to work with everyone to implement the global digital compacts from the UN Summit of the Future.
So plugging into existing international efforts.
Yes, very much so. The big goal is creating these widely accepted global frameworks, standards, norms, all under the UN's umbrella. Again, emphasizing that multilateral approach.
And the ultimate point of all this cooperative governance for AI.
To promote AI's development in a way that's healthy, orderly, beneficial, safe, and fair, it's a pretty comprehensive list, balancing progress with responsibility.
It is. Now, Deputy Minister Ma also spent quite a bit of time on China's role in AI capacity building. What does that look like from their perspective?
He really positioned China as a keen advocate, promoter, and pioneer in capacity building.
Strong words.
Yeah. And he said implementing that UN General Assembly resolution on AI capacity building is a top priority for them.
The one about international cooperation?
That's the one. They're actively encouraging support for the Global South, helping them build their AI capabilities.
How specifically?
Through various ways. Policy exchanges, tech support, financial aid, training people, joint research projects, a whole suite of things.
So it sounds like they're aiming for tangible support, not just talk.
It seems so.
Oh.
They announced their own AI capacity building action plan for good and for all. It has 5 visions, 10 specific actions. It's meant as a direct follow-up to that UN resolution.
Action plan, okay.
And another concrete step. China and Zambia jointly started this group of friends for international cooperation on AI capacity building.
A group of friends. Who's in it?
Well, he mentioned that the workshop itself, the second one, had people from nearly 40 countries and regional organizations. And the UN's Office for Digital and Emerging Technologies played a guiding role. So there's significant international interest already.
That initiative with Zambia seems like a clear example of them being proactive. And bringing 40 countries together for the workshop says something, too.
Definitely. And Ma Zongsu pointed out that workshop participants got to actually meet Chinese AI experts, visit top AI companies, see AI in action in education, travel, healthcare, daily life stuff.
That hands-on experience must be valuable.
Invaluable, I'd say, for understanding and building capacity, seeing it work in practice.
Now, quickly, the venue Singularity University in Beijing. Any particular significance there?
Yeah, he touched on that. Beijing obviously is China's capital, rich in history, but it's also become a major birthplace, really, for China's AI development.
A tech hub.
Exactly. And Tsinghua University is, well, it's a world-renowned institution for AI research and education. Hosting the workshop there kind of signals their commitment to both advancing AI knowledge and fostering global dialogue.
Right. A location that reflects both their tech aims and their diplomatic ones. Okay, let's try and pull this all together. What are the main takeaways from Ma Zongsu's remarks, from China's overall stance here?
I think the central message is this commitment to a truly global approach for AI, one that tries to balance innovation with fairness, universal benefits, and importantly, cooperative governance.
So AI as a shared human endeavor.
That's the framing. They see it as this powerful force that needs guiding principles, shared responsibility, their global AI governance initiative, their push on capacity building with things like the action plan and the group of friends. It all points to them wanting to be a major shaper of AI's future globally.
It definitely paints a picture of China positioning itself as a key player, emphasizing inclusivity, shared benefits.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up, reflecting on all this, it leaves a really important question for you, the listener. When you think about AI's incredible potential, but also its complexities, its risks, how can we individuals, nations, genuinely work together?
How do we build that future where AI truly serves the common good, where it fosters shared prosperity for everyone?
China's put its vision out there, its proposals. Now it's really up to all of us, isn't it, to engage with these ideas, to keep exploring the global discussions, the initiatives that are shaping where AI goes next.
It's an ongoing conversation and a vital one.
Indeed. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.